All right, back half of my Saturday double sessions. Had the Bears this morning, the Colts tonight. You guys can see the moon is up. It's been a long day. I got 5 takeaways from Indianapolis' training camp. Takeaway number 1, everyone wants to know how Anthony Richardson is doing. And what's obvious is the talent. You don't need to be out there for 5 minutes to see the way he moves around, his size, the way the ball comes off his hands, to understand why he was the 4th overall pick. But what the Colts are really encouraged with has been the way he's picking things up. Through the spring and summer, they radio plays into the huddle. He's able to repeat the play calls, command the huddle, and come out of the huddle confident. That's something young quarterbacks really struggle with. So the fact that he's able to do that shows capacity to learn. He's got a long ways to go. There are going to be ups and downs, but there are good early signs that he's going to make it as an NFL quarterback. Takeaway number 2, SHAQ LEONARD is back on the field, and that is huge for the Colts. Had a really frustrating 2022 with the back injury. What they're seeing out there is the old SHAQ LEONARD now, both from a demeanor standpoint and from a play standpoint. And obviously having one of the best players in the league back in that spot is really, really big. What's also big is in Leonard's absence last year, Zaire Franklin really came along as a defensive player. He'd been a special teams captain for them. And having Franklin out there with Leonard should really soften the blow of the loss of Bobby Okereke to the Giants. Takeaway number 3, Kenny Moore is re-engaged after another guy who had a frustrating 2022. And that should be really important for the secondary, losing Stephon Gilmore. They're young back there, and they're going to be relying on young vets like Julian Blackmon, Nick Cross, and Rodney Thomas. Moore can be a real steadying presence back there, obviously still a really good player. And they're seeing, again, a re-engaged version of Moore, which should be really big as Shane Steichen builds his first team here in Indianapolis. Takeaway number 4, if there's one player whose development is a swing factor on where this team goes, it'd be the left tackle, BERNHARD. RAIMANN, he had a rough rookie season, wasn't quite big enough, wasn't quite strong enough. He worked really hard in those areas in the offseason. He's had a really good offseason, but the proof will be in the pudding. The pads go on Tuesday. They'll know more on Tuesday. If RAIMANN comes along like they think he can come along, then the offensive line could, again, be a strength, or at least here they think so. Finally, takeaway number 5, Jonathan Taylor was here today. He boarded the bus with Jim Irsay. He's formally requested a trade, as my buddy Ian Rappaport reported. If I'm the Colts, I pay Jonathan Taylor. Why? I do it in the name of the development of my young quarterback. What Zeke Elliott was for Dak Prescott, what Todd Gurley was for Jared Goff, Jonathan Taylor can be for Anthony Richardson. He can be the guy you lean on. He takes the pressure off you. He gets you in 2nd and 6. He gets you in 3rd and 2. He allows you to manage your young quarterback. So to me, it'd be worth it to pay Jonathan Taylor, even if on the back end it doesn't look like you did that good a deal. Because again, there's no price you can put on the development of your young quarterback. That's it for me from Indianapolis. And after a long day from Indianapolis and Chicago, we got the Bengals up next.